Still the gas is still that's lovely when it comes out.
How is it?
Yes, that's the gas coming out of it. And when it goes, it's nice.
Oh, that's good.
They sells on my gym, that cool.
Is
I
it?
think he had one the other week.
This is mine, isn't it?
Right, ladies, we've had some complaints from the neighbours. Apparently, when I've been at work, you two have been having a party. And you've had all kinds of men in here.
I haven't, maybe.
I'm only messing. I'm going to ask you questions. You look thrilled, Nora.
What?
You look thrilled.
I'm tired, haven't you know?
Well, you can answer some questions.
Go on.
So I'm going to ask you, but they might be different or they might be the same for each other. So if they're different, say your own answers. When were you born?
Do you know when I was born?
Oh, come on.
The 4th of May, 1941.
Mary Lynch, when was you born?
The 14th of 12, 42.
Right, okay. Where were you born?
Blackpool.
Where was you born?
Liverpool.
Liverpool. Can you tell me the story about what happened on the day you were born?
Oh, the day war broke out.
The day that you
The day war broke out.
Nearly over. Here, where I was, it was all bombs. Bloody bombs everywhere.
No, I don't remember.
You don't remember. That's okay, Mary. You were only just born.
I was a hard of hearing, man.
What is your full name and why were you named that? Go on, Nora.
Well, my name was Nora Lynch, and I was named after my mother. Her name was Nora.
Oh, was it? Do you have a middle name, Nora?
It was my confirmation name, which I do not use.
And what is it?
It is Veronica.
Oh, posh. Yeah. And what is your name?
My name is Mary.
Mary Lynch.
Yeah.
And do you have a middle name, Mary?
I do, yes.
Do you? What is it?
Teresa.
Oh, I didn't know that. And do you know why you were named Mary?
Yes, I was called after my Auntie Mary.
Oh, was it? I didn't know
Not
that.
myself.
But she had a canary up the leg of her drawers.
Was it not in the
And she
dairy?
pulled them down for half a crown and showed them to Santa Claus. Oh, go on, what's the next one?
That's what they all used to sing, didn't we?
Go on,
And yeah, it was in the top 10 at Christmas.
Oh, was it?
go on.
Are you named after anyone, which you have just answered?
Yeah.
Or do you know the reason why your parents gave you the names that they did? Again, you've just answered that one. That's a bit of a duplicate question. Did you have a nickname that your siblings or friends call you? How did you get the nickname?
I don't think I've... Oh, John used to call me the bag of bones. He did, didn't he, mate?
Yeah.
Or the skeleton.
Why?
Oh, sin.
All right, okay. What about you, Mary? Did you have a nickname?
I don't think so.
Oh, but you did, Mary.
Oh, yeah,
you were called
Moo Moo. Yeah.
Ah, Moo Moo.
Moo
What's that?
Moo.
I don't know why, because I was like,
Oh, John was called him Moo Moo. I don't
I
know.
don't know why, because I wasn't a cow.
Oh, go on.
You've also got another one, Mary, which is... You've also got another one, Auntie Mary from the dairy.
Yeah.
That's what we used to call you.
I made it Lou.
Oh, Mary Lou as well.
There was always Moo Moo. Our John used to call you Moo Moo.
Oh, Harry.
Oh,
Harry's John.
Well, anyway, you were called Moo Moo.
I think you said Lulu then.
No, Moo Moo.
Did you ever hear any stories about anything interesting that happened during or soon after your birth? Or can you not remember?
Not only that, my brothers and sisters were all in Olive Mount.
Oh, is that because your mum was popping you out?
Where
No,
was Olive
no,
Mount,
no.
brother?
What?
Where was Olive Mount?
I think it was up Wigglesway. I don't know.
Oh, was it?
Witness Way or Within Way?
I don't know. It was an orphanage, a home.
I know it was a home or...
Yeah, you see, what it was, my mum was in Blackpool having me.
Yeah.
My dad was going down to Firewatch, and you wouldn't remember there was an ammunition ship at the bottom of Sand Hills.
Oh, was this when your dad got his leg blown
The
off?
Valley
Yeah.
Town.
Yeah,
And he was under rubble for a couple of days. No one knew where he was.
yeah.
And our Harry went to the corner shop and told Mrs. Newsom that he didn't know where my dad was. or my mother.
Yeah.
So she went over to the parish priest in St. John's, Father Hopkins,
Yeah.
and he got
was in
Harry,
that-
James, John, Frank, Kathleen put in Olive Mount.
Ah, right.
So that's all I remember. And the
Right,
day
okay.
my ma come home with having me, the woman next door told me ma where the others were, and she does no more, and went up and got them all.
Right. And Mary wasn't even born then, was she?
No.
No. Still a twinkle in your mother's eye.
Yeah.
What would, so you can answer this one
So
together.
I'm a pudding, she's a black pudding, she's a black pudding.
A black pudding.
Go on.
A black pudding from Botswana.
Yeah. No, my father was white.
Oh God. What were the, so you can answer this one together. What were the full names and places of birth of your parents and grandparents?
Well, my mother was born in Liverpool, and she lived in 28 Snowdrop Street.
And what was her name?
Her name was Nora Coventry. My father was Michael James Lynch,
Yeah.
and he lived in 28 Elstow Street.
Which was about 4 streets along or half a dozen streets
Oh
from
yeah.
each other.
I remember you saying, was that when you said?
Yeah, when my mum fell out with my dad, or my dad fell out with my mum, my dad wrote my mum a letter and he could have shouted over the backyard wall what was in it.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I remember. I remember my mum telling me that.
Oh,
I remember my mum telling me that.
Marzo.
Yeah. But she wasn't speaking to me dad. She what I had to say, he could have shouted over the backyard wall.
Because you were 4 streets, you know. Go on.
What about your grandparents?
Well, we only knew Nin.
Nin.
Nin, my ma's mother.
Yeah. And where?
Sarah
Sarah Janet.
Janet Thornbury.
Thorn.
Then she married Thomas Ledwell.
Yeah.
Then she came over to England and married William
Yeah.
Coventry.
Yeah.
End of.
Right.
Like Henry VIII for it.
What?
Like Henry VIII bullshit.
Could you tell me a story or a special memory about your parents and grandparents? Start with your parents. Give me
Well,
an
we
idea.
didn't really know my granddad really. Oh no, he died, didn't he?
No, he went over pissed off to
Yeah,
America.
but
Didn't he come back
no,
again?
but who died with Sessions Jordan died. We lost grandfather.
Yeah, that was father's father. He
Uh,
lived in 65
Yeah.
Sessions Road. Then he went into Belmont Hospital and he died there.
Yeah.
What about your nin?
Meaning she reared my mother's sister's children
Yeah.
because my mother's sister died young and she left 3 children and Nin reared them.
Yeah.
They lived in Snowdrop Street, didn't they? And then or Eastby Road. And then she went to Wolverhampton.
Yeah.
Yeah. When the
And
war
he
was
lived
on.
in Wolverhampton.
Ah, right.
And never ever returned back to Liverpool.
Oh, didn't he?
No.
No. What about a special memory about your parents?
Both who?
Your parents.
Ma's old father. Not a lot really.
It's got to be something. Give me one about your dad.
Well,
Give me one about your dad.
what's that about father?
My dad's Father's Day.
No.
A nice
Sure.
memory about your dad, Mary.
Do I remember much about my dad?
A nice memory
A nice
about your
memory.
dad. About your dad.
He bet on the horses, didn't he?
No, we went to horses. As I say, he was never out of work. And
Yeah.
as far as I knew, he was a bookkeeper.
Yeah.
I didn't know what a bookkeeper was. And
Mm.
I think now he was an accountant.
Yeah.
Because he did have a good
Oh,
head.
yeah, oh, yeah.
Figures.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
And he also liked riding a motorbike.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and he went away to sea.
Yeah.
And he told me one time that he seen Al Capone
Yeah, so whether we to believe him or not, I don't know.
And he said he was walking along the docks in New York
Yeah.
for a ship, and 3 fellas come behind him and he went poof, poof, poof. And he pissed off. I remember you telling me that.
Right,
Al
what about
Capone was like a big
gangster?
thing, he was a bit of a gangster.
Who?
Al Capone.
Oh yeah.
He was from Alexport.
Oh,
Yeah.
he only seen him, Mary.
Oh
I
yeah.
never had nothing to do with him.
Yeah.
What about Marzo?
Marzo worked in a
Still
a
away.
big house,
Yeah.
and she was
Still was
what was she in at the big house?
She was in the
Like a cleaner.
yeah, but that she was in the silverware working on the tables. She would tell you what your cutlery was for, because you work inside suites.
Yeah.
But
Or
anyway,
warehouse, something like that.
Yeah.
in Balliol Road, there were big houses there,
Yeah.
and all your money people had them.
Yeah.
And Marzo worked for these people, and my ma said the treated her terrible. They
Did
were
they?
horrible. Yeah, they were horrible people. And she was cleaning one day and happened to roll the rug up,
Mm.
and there was 10 bob under the rug.
Yeah.
She picked it up and took it to the one that owned the house.
Yeah.
And when she went home and told her mother said that was a trap to see what kind of a character you were. Anyway, she was telling me one day, she was walking through the kitchen, there was no one around, and there was a big pan on the cooker.
Yeah.
She lifted the lid, put the lid back and walked out. I remember her telling me that, said they were horrible.
Dirty cow.
Yes, that's it, said they were horrible. And then she went to another house, was it the Maze?
Oh yeah.
And they were lovely people.
Right.
Yeah. So,
So there's a happy ending.
yeah.
Yeah. How many children were in your family? What are their full names?
The oldest was my brother, Michael James.
Yeah, Michael, Harry, James.
No, I'm gone. Michael, Harry, James, Kathleen, Catherine, Frank, John,
Yeah.
Sarah,
Oh yeah.
me, Mary, and Joseph.
Joseph.
So that was Jesus, Mary, and Joseph was the last three.
Could you tell me a story or a special memory about your brothers and sisters?
We used to kill one another.
The question was, Mary, could you tell me a story or a special memory about your brothers and sisters?
And what did she say?
We used to kill one another.
And the first up, the best dressed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we always said that.
Have you got any special memories about your brothers and sisters, Mary?
Yeah, but as you say, she was always the first up, best dressed.
Oh,
Because you put someone else's clothes on and go out.
I'll ask you.
And when anyone come round put wearing nothing wrong with it, there's nothing for them. They wear towels, they wear towels like, oh yeah. She's gone out like Dolly, what's her name, didn't they? That was a true saying, that people used to do that,
Yeah.
didn't they?
Yeah, but I never.
Oh, you did? Oh, you did?
Yeah,
No, can't have lovely
Hey, do you know what? Here's a story.
No, can't have lovely choppers and sweaters, don't you? You should go out with them on.
So did you.
I know.
No. Do you know what? No, the Queen was getting crowned, coronation in 1950. Was it 3? Anyway, our Kathleen bought us, well, my mum did, bought us a lovely frock each, exactly the same. She ripped hers and told me ma it was mine, and it wasn't mine, it was hers. Sly bastard.
How did your family spend time together when you were young?
Oh, our Christmas dinner together.
Oh yeah, we
Oh, did
always.
you?
That's the only day we all had our Christmas dinner.
Ah.
Other Sundays or nights, They're all different times.
You're all over the
There's
place.
only the one time everyone sat down to the Christmas dinner.
Yeah.
Christmas
And
dinner.
we had to be in at a certain time, and
Yeah.
we couldn't start our dinner without
Till the-
everyone
everyone
sitting
was
around
there.
the table.
Yeah.
For the simple reason, when Michael was born, him, my ma, Harry and James were waiting for me dad to come in,
Yeah.
and he was late. And young Michael turned round to my mother and said, "Oh, let's have our dinner. We'll be all together next year." But Michael died
Yeah.
in the August.
Aww.
And after that, my dad always made sure that he was in and we were all sitting round the
Yeah.
Christmas table.
Hey, this was meant to be light and cheery. You're going to friggin' fill me up here.
Well, you're asking what happened in the family, so we're telling you.
Nice memories.
Go on.
Did you ever have a family game night?
A family what?
Game night? Games?
No, no.
Like
Oh,
cards
yeah,
or-
nice.
Game night? Like, did
all
you ever...
together?
Yeah,
no.
did you ever, like, play cards or anything like
Look at
that?
that cards.
Cards, as in playing
Oh,
cards or...
oh, we had to do you
Oh,
to
did
go
he?
around to his mates.
No, we're talking about in the family,
Oh
not
yeah, but my dad was in family, wasn't he?
Yeah, but you went round to someone else, not the family.
I haven't finished what I was
No,
saying.
go on.
So we went round to his friends and they had a game of cards. And while we were having a game of cards, my mother's mother, which she lived with them at the time,
Yeah.
he wasn't in at a certain time, she locked him out.
Serious?
Oh, my dad had made him with that. Oh yeah. She locked him out.
Yeah.
She said he shouldn't have done that, shouldn't have done that.
But it wasn't his house.
Everything that was the Cunningtons, he played for cards with them, wasn't
Yeah,
And the
but it was
Belgians-
Min's house.
And that was in Edmund's house, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, she had the rights to lock him out.
Yeah, but it was their daughter's husband. She was in the wrong, wasn't she?
Yeah.
She shouldn't have done it.
But you locked Paddy out and all, you cow.
Someone had done that on Paddy, what would you do?
Mary, she done it to Paddy.
And Mrs. Hart done that on Paddy, what would you do?
I'll bring him round to my house.
It's easy,
Go on.
cow. Right, so I already know the answer to this one. What kind of car/cars did your family have when you were growing up?
Cars.
Cars.
We never had cars.
I knew that one.
We look at your bike.
She has roller skates. Oh, there's still a mates.
I used to borrow someone's roller skates after school on the street. And you know, we were mates with anyone had television, anyone had a pair of roller skates, anyone had a bike. I knew all the ones that were well off.
Honestly, that's the truth. That.
It is.
No, when you
Yeah.
want to roller skates, she'd be there.
And television, we didn't have a television. So I'd go round to someone's house after classes at school and watch their television. That was nice.
Why not, Mary?
And
Why
we
not?
didn't have one.
Because we never had one. We were poor.
Yeah.
What would you and your family do when the electricity in your house went out when you were a child?
We never had electricity. We had
We
gas.
only had a gas jet.
Paupers. Did your household always have a television?
No, we didn't
No.
have a television.
If no, when did your family get their first television?
I think
Well,
it was
oh,
in
God.
19...
I think loads of people had television, but we didn't have
Yeah,
one.
but when did we get ours?
Oh, I'd say, it was in the parlour, wasn't it, first?
Yeah, in 1950 or something.
19 what?
About 1955 or 6.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Was the first television a black and white set or a colour set?
Oh, black and
Black
white.
and white.
Right. What shows did your family watch on television?
I watched Muffin the Mule.
Which?
Muffin the Mule.
Oh, no. Something like that.
Muffin the Mule.
Like that.
What did you watch then?
When you were a kid, you know, tell me when you were a kid.
No, when we first got one, what was on the telly?
Well, I wouldn't be watching that at your age.
We was fascinated with
How
the
old were you?
Yeah, we were fascinated with the telly. You used to watch anything. Marzo used to watch monkeys jumping up and down. Marzo used to watch jumping up and down on the stick. Oh, here's a good
You
one.
must have been, you
Yeah,
must have
here's a
been
good
about
one.
90.
Yeah. seen
It
it.
must have been.
Mary, when we first got a telly, I always remember.
1955.
No, hang on. Someone said, Marzo's watching the telly, she's watching monkeys jumping up and down the stairs. She was that fascinated with the telly.
I think you'd watch anything because it wasn't the television you
Yeah.
watched.
Before we got our telly,
Yeah.
my mother always went to the pictures on a Monday.
Yeah.
Mary would come home from school, the duster, polishing, my mouth, yeah. Come to pictures with me girl. Every Monday she went to pictures. One Monday I get home from school and I was polishing around and I picked my mom's bag up like that. We had like a big sideboard
Yeah.
and she come in and just put the bag down. She said, what are you doing with my bag? I said, I'm polishing it underneath it. And I think she thought I'd been in it, but I hadn't. I was polishing it, but I never went to pictures with her. Oh, Kathleen. No, do you remember what Kathleen used to take me to pictures?
Oh yeah.
When
I
Martha
still
used to
remember,
take
yeah.
you. Yeah. But my mum would throw a dozen eggs in a pan for them all for the tea. And piss off to the Astoria with her.
Golden child.
Well, it's a smasher. You go to pictures with your mum. You walk up the street, you go to the shop and get sweets. Bag of sweets, whatever you like. Then you go inside the pictures. When you're inside the pictures, the interval was on. You'd either get an orange mango lolly ice or a bag of butter cakes or whatever you want
Yeah.
to eat.
Oh, look what you
Or
missed
an
out
ice
on.
cream. And on our way home, we go to the chippy. That was a lovely nice house.
Yeah. Like you missed
Enjoyed
out on.
it.
Where used to go there, Kathleen?
So what was your favourite TV show on?
What's my favourite one?
What was your favourite TV show?
Oh, I couldn't say. There's quite a few on at the time. You wanted to watch everything.
Oh,
Because when I had television, everything was usual. Want to watch that and watch that.
yeah.
It was point for choice at first. But after a while, then there's repeats on there.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I remember my mum was running out of coal
Yeah.
and it was getting dark, it was in the winter, and she asked me to go and get a coal man, get a bag of coal, because we'd missed our coal man.
Yeah.
And she gave me 2 half-a-crowns, which was 5 shillings. How much was
Oh,
that
yeah.
today? And she said, go and see, can you get a coal man?
Yeah.
And ask him for a bag of coal. And I was looking everywhere for a coal man. And I ended up on Westminster Road. And there was this woman coming towards me. And I said to her, hey, missus, do you know if there's a coal man? A coal yard around here?
Yeah.
And she said, oh God, no, girl. So she says, why? I said, oh, I'm looking for the coal man. She said, we've got no coal. I said, and my mother's asked me to come out and see if I can see a coal man,
Yeah.
get a bag of coal. So she said, well, if I tell you good to you, girl, she said, there's a wood yard up here. She said, come with me and I'll show you. So I went with the woman and she took me into this wood yard.
Yeah.
And she knew the man. And she said, this kid here has been looking for a coal man. And she can't find one. Will you give her a bag of,
The log.
a sack of blocks?
Yeah.
And good enough, he gave me a big sack of blocks.
Yeah.
And I gave him half-a-crown. And my mum's made up with them because years ago they used to throw all shoes and everything on the fire if they never had no coal.
Mm.
And my mum said, oh, that'll
Peeling
do.
off your potatoes or your cabbage leaves. It'd build the fire up a bit, wouldn't it?
And my mum said, oh, they'll do, you know, so we get the coal man comes around. And the next night she sent me again because I told her about this woman. Anyway, I went round and I seen the woman again, Mrs. Knight.
I had Mrs. Knight, she wore a turban.
And I got another sack of blocks. And I asked the woman her name and whatever and where she lived, and she told me. And I went home and gave the sack of blocks to my ma. And I told her about this woman, Mrs. Max. I said she lived in like a cellar. And my ma had a big pan of scouse on.
Yeah.
And she gave me a dish full of scouse. She couldn't take that back to the woman. I always remember that, Mary.
I choose, my mum used to always tell her a thing around in a place of Scouts, remember?
Yeah. Well, anyway, I went with this board of scouts, and anyway, she was made up, the woman.
Yeah.
And after that, I used to always go and visit her, and she used
Yeah,
to come
yeah.
with me.
Yeah.
So we got her name was Mrs. Knights.
Yeah.
Anyway, I told my ma about her and where she lives and everything. Anyway, one night, me and her went, it was in the winter, and you had to go down the stairs into her, like, kitchen, it was a cellar.
Yeah.
She had it nice, didn't
Oh
she?
yeah, I don't
She
put
had that
things
much
on
fun.
blocks, because the reason being, it is flood on the wood every now and again.
Sideboard was on blocks and the table and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She'd always have a big fire in the
Yeah.
grate, and she'd make us a cup of tea. Anyway, this night we were talking, Mrs. Kniggs, me and her, and there was a knock on the door, and Mrs. Kniggs said, "God, who's this?" She went to the door, and who was it? Only me dad and our Harry.
Yeah,
remember?
yeah.
And my dad said, "I've been looking for you." He said, "Your mother's worried."
Hmm.
Anyway, he was talking to Mrs. Kniggs,
Yeah.
and as has happened, my ma's sister used to live in that cellar years ago,
Yeah.
and my dad was telling Mrs. Kniggs. So
Right.
wasn't that funny?
Yeah.
And we often used to go and see her.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
then we don't know whatever happened to her, because you know she
Yeah.
leave school and
She
whatever.
was
Yeah.
getting on then, wasn't she?
Well.
How old was she then, Lorna?
Oh, I don't know.
She'd be in her late 60s, would you say, or early
Well,
70s?
she looked old to us then, didn't
Yeah,
she?
yeah, maybe she could have been
The way she
younger.
dressed.
The old
the
Yeah.
way
woman
she
start with the turban on
She
the
always
top.
wore a
She's
turban.
only thin, wasn't she?
Well,
Only thin.
little and thin, yeah.
Yeah.
But I have to say, we should always go and visit her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I never forgot her for getting the sack of blocks for us.
Yeah.
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 But she's always just trying to save us for when she saw us. With them.
Well,
She's always trying to save them
yeah.
or keep them for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Next question. Did your family ever take vacations together?
Say grace together.
Take vacation.
Holidays together.
Oh no, no.
No.
I went to Wales with Martha.
Well, no,
Never
no.
Florence Hewson.
Yeah.
She went to
Oh, they did.
Lacca.
A caravan with them.
To Lacca.
Well,
And Dave Martha went.
Lady Tinsley or Dinsley.
Yeah, and we were in a caravan.
Yeah, I never
And
went.
my ma went to the club with them, and I stayed in this caravan with these other kids. And that night they come over, you know, from the club, wherever it was, and they were all kissing and laughing. And I always remember I was lying next to my ma, I don't know if it was a bed or a couch or what, and it was lashing down, and you could hear it, you know, on the caravan.
Yeah.
But I told everyone I was going abroad. Because I was going, I still remember, because I was going to Wales. Yeah, but that was, you know,
I never ever went down there. I went just go to Wales for a day on the Channel.
Yeah, I used to go to Holywell.
Hollywell
I
every
never
year.
ever went
Yeah.
there. To St. Winifred's Well, wasn't it?
As well.
St. Winifred's
Well,
Well.
yeah, the people off the street had a channel.
They had the
15th
channel
of
and
August.
she used to go. I
15th of
never
August
went.
every year.
I never went
I
there.
know.
Did you ever play any tricks or pranks on your parents or siblings?
No, not that I know of.
Oh, you've heard of boarding cows?
Well, no,
I thought you well would.
never had played.
No.
No? Oh.
Outside, yeah.
Well,
Used to ring all the bells and run like hell, didn't we?
Yeah, we never, I remember playing tricks a lot like that.
Oh, Mary did used to ring all the bells. I used to go down Wycombe Street.
Oh no, that was Havana Street.
Well,
That's Surya.
no, I used to go down Wycombe Street because you know the teacher that used to,
Miss Cavanagh.
no, she used to play the piano. Not Miss Cavanagh.
Miss
Miss
Greer.
Cavanagh used to play
Greer.
the organ and St.
Miss
John's.
Greer.
Well,
Miss Greer. She was a parent out of Whiteham Street.
yeah, and she had a bell. And it was the best bell I'd ever heard. And I used to go, and I used to go like, Marianne, I fucking run like that. She never ever caught me.
I know what we used to do when you sing. We used to carol sing And sometimes we'd run away, wouldn't we, or something?
No, that's when we used to ring the bell and run.
No, sometimes we'd be carols singing and I would say, we'd be standing on that long list, but we'd run away then we think they're coming. Yeah.
Then we used to
They
go
come out
round
to us.
collecting newspapers,
Yeah.
take them to the chippy, and we'd get a bundle of chips
Yeah.
and sit on these steps in the Garrett Picture House
Yeah.
and eat our chips. Me, Mary, and this other girl, Margaret O'Keefe.
Oh.
And this girl we used to go friends with Margaret O'Keefe. She used to go to the Greek chippy. And she used to get the chips and they would get ours and Tena because it was clean, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Well, this Greek shop where she got her chips for the family, she comes out and when you're a kid, you pinch some chips out the bag, don't you? Need them, wrap them up and go home. Well, Margaret O'Keefe, she did that. When she did it, she went up by the picture house where they've got steps.
Yeah.
And everyone sits on them and they're sick and the
Oh.
dogs going and they pay and everything. She dropped a bag of chips there. And she
Oh.
got them, wrapped them up and took them home.
Oh.
Don't you just say, they're all alive, aren't they? They're not two, but all three. There's only they're around that's not there, isn't they're around, remember you saying?
Oh, she went to Australia.
She went to Australia.
Yeah.
And they didn't know whether she was dead or alive.
No.
But they're all alive.
So is that your life advice, Mary?
Is that what?
Is that your life advice? Go and drop all your chips on the steps?
No, but you would if you wanted to be oh, and it needs to before you went in. But she dropped all her, and what was it like, Laura?
Oh,
It was disgusting.
Well,
But as I say, they're all alive, so just that no harm, did it?
I know, yeah.
What's the next question?
This one will be fun. How did your parents discipline you?
I didn't
Oh,
pay
God.
what?
Discipline.
Discipline you?
Discipline.
Well, me child.
You got a crack you ain't listening to what she told you.
What?
You got a crack, wouldn't you, my mum?
Yeah, but father was.
Oh no, my dad
he
was quiet. But my mum would have a mess with us, yeah.
You
Yeah.
You couldn't do fire. You do fire to make a show, yeah. And I need a show, you should, truthfully.
Did you ever get any waxing on the head, Mary?
I remember we were all in and we were all laughing, kissing on with the same. And we must have been annoying my mum at the time. And my mum just went like that to me. I felt sold. And I've never sold sold before. All my life I've never sold them before. Because we must have been annoying her. When you think of it, and we're all kissing and laughing. And she's telling us stop. Be quiet, baby.
Yeah.
We wait, listen to her.
But as I say, me dad never ever hit
Oh,
us.
no.
All shows off us.
My dad would just go,
Yeah, and my mum would be caught.
I mean, I'd be swearing my head off.
My dad would go.
My mum would be swearing my head off, wouldn't she?
Yeah.
My dad would be over the newspaper.
Never heard him swear them.
No.
No. Or he never shouted at us or hit us, honestly.
Yeah.
So laid back. Now, Angela Lynn, his father was the same. Our James, wasn't he, Mary?
Oh, yeah.
Our James was very laid back.
Yeah.
He was like
Oh,
me, John.
yeah.
Yeah.
He'd never ever define him, man. He'd never ever give her own book, would he?
Well,
He'd never ever answer her back.
no.
Like some kids say, oh, man, I'm not going. He'll think
Our
that's
John
that.
was hard faced, wasn't he?
What?
John was
Oh,
hard faced.
no, yeah.
He was. But I used to think he'd get away with it. My mum was run after him till she
Yeah.
caught him. She was. But I always say it doesn't do for two to be
The same.
strict, and it doesn't do for two to be soft.
Yeah.
One's got to be strict, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did your family ever home make any clothing?
Oh, but never more.
Home make any clothing? So did you ever make your own clothes?
No, my mum sister did. She was all around tailoring.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Well,
My mum and sister was all around tailoring.
oh yeah.
Auntie Sarah.
Auntie Sarah, yeah. Now, our Frank worked in
His
a
wife.
jewel's place,
Yeah.
and his girlfriend at the time there, Mary Chambers, which is Marie's mother,
Oh, yeah.
and our Frank used to come home with squares like that, all different colours, cloth,
Mm.
and my mum used to sew them all together and make patchwork quilt.
for the bed,
Yeah,
and the
for
room
the
wall.
Oh,
And then she used to make rag rugs,
yeah.
didn't she? She used to cut them, she had like a stick. She got a Hessenbach.
Mm.
They need them, didn't she?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
She knitted, but she wasn't a very good knitter. One sleeve if you up there, the other pizza on
The
the
children were down here, weren't they?
Yeah,
But that's the
she's the
time.
best.
They come home and go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see the pictures of shoulder here, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
Years later.
they used to keep your tits warm. They used to keep your tits warm, the jokes she made.
If your family bought clothing from a store, which store did your family buy clothing from?
Charity job, wasn't it? It was
No,
really.
no, my mum used to like Blackwood's,
Blacklands.
but yeah, in town.
Was
So when I'd left school and was working,
Yeah.
when I used to go to town and for clothes and I'd always bring her a pair of knickers back from
Yeah.
Blackledges. You know the big long ones. She liked the silk ones.
Oh yeah.
Yes, and she used to go there for her underskirts and all made blackers. Where's the Blackledges? Blackledges.
Blacklands.
Yeah.
Blacklands was a bakery.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Blackledges. Yeah.
On what occasions would you get new clothing or new outfits?
Well, Christmas we might have got you'd get a new pair of socks or whatever, vests and that,
Yeah.
knickers. Other than that, we went to the second-hand shop, the Chelsea shop.
It's one that said you got over yourself, you pay out of your pocket money, you buy yourself something,
Yeah.
wouldn't you?
How often would your parents take you to get new shoes?
Well, we never took us to get new shoes. My mum used to tell me to go over to this Chelsea shop, which was Mrs Young. Is that on Cakedale Road?
Oh yeah, that was the second-hand shop.
Yeah, well, so was the one on Westminster Road.
Yeah, Westminster Road.
Yeah, but it was Mrs Young.
Yeah, that's Young. She was a
Oh,
blonde
Young.
woman, tall blonde woman. She lived by, not far from where the Landons were. Wicklow Street.
That's right, yeah.
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 But she had the second-hand shop, Young's. I used to go in there and she'd have the thing wide open, so if you went in there, people would see you were in there. So you'd go in and you'd look out and just close them over. By the way, you look for something on the rack, and you'd be closing them over so no one can see you. Wouldn't you though?
And
You
I'd open
would.
the door and I'd be right.
Before you
And
went
she used to
in.
say to me,
You would before you went in, you look all around.
I used to be looking to see if there's anyone I knew around. And
And yet it's all different now, isn't it?
They all went in the main,
I
because
know.
everyone was in the same
I
boat.
know, yeah. But they won't admit it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who would babysit you when your parents weren't home?
My man never went home. did she?
Babysit.
Yeah, who'd look after you when your parents weren't home?
Oh, Kathleen, it's always
Yeah.
every
Would
day.
she?
Yeah.
Yeah. And was she your favourite babysitter? Was she?
She's always the one. She had to do it, didn't she? She's the oldest.
I know she had no choice, she had to really, didn't she? Because she don't know to mind us.
Yeah. What do you appreciate most about your parents?
No, really. They were always there.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good one. What is the earliest memory that you have?
The earliest memory.
The earliest memory?
There's not many memories.
Yeah.
You don't know what was the first memory or the last one. Was it?
That many.
That many?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a good one. Who was your childhood best friend?
Who was what?
Who was your childhood best friend?
My
Yeah.
best friend.
You
Yeah.
had some at school, you had some at the street, didn't you?
Well, I showed Rose McQuaid, Kathleen London,
Yeah. Yeah.
Margaret O'Keefe.
Yeah.
Those around.
We all played together in the street.
You
Whatever.
know, best mate. You know, I didn't have one best mate. It was always there.
Just
When
gangs of
we
you.
went out, we seen, we used to
We
play.
all go
whatever.
together, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Go out
Yeah.
to the jail, that's it.
What is different about growing up today than when you were a child?
What's the difference?
Between what?
What's the difference between growing up today compared to when you were a child?
Well, when we were a child, there was more to do.
And you were
Outdoors.
never bored.
No, outdoors, Mary.
Yeah, but you were never bored. You
Oh
go to the
God,
park
no,
and
never
places.
bored.
You make your own fun in the street with top and whip and games and Lalalia and all that.
Yeah.
And now everything's all computerized.
I say going in, the way some of the kids now won't go out on account of the computers and all that.
Yeah.
And snakes and ladders you'll be playing in the
Yeah.
winter time.
Or they had a lamp in the
At home.
street, tie it over and we'd all swing round the lamp.
Yeah.
Or we go to the park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopscotch in the street and everything.
Yeah, there was loads
It's all
of things to do.
entertainment.
Yeah. Never bored.
No, never
No.
bored.
Did
That's
your
why I don't understand why people say they're bored. We say, what's bored?
too much choice now, isn't it?
There's not much to do that you couldn't be bored.
Mm. Did your family move often during your childhood?
Move on.
Did you move around?
No, you're
No,
not.
no. Didn't have the money to move around. Didn't you?
No, we only ever lived in Church.
Oh no, yeah, but I'm saying at the same time, you still have to have money if you're going to move out of a house.
No, everyone
For
was in the same
removal.
boat.
For
Yeah.
removals and all that, you just have to stay in the one, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Did you have a bedtime?
The best time.
A bedtime? A
Oh,
bedtime?
yeah. Yeah.
Well, we used to go up to bed, remember?
Yeah, and I'll carry, we hide the gas lamp. Yeah. She
And
got over it.
Yeah,
And
me.
when you went
and
downstairs, we'd hide it.
I told you we just put a jumper on
Yeah.
and the sleeves was
Yeah.
all plaits. So like
Yeah,
that,
that was our hair.
Was it? Whilst you're supposed to be in Bobo's.
And then that wasn't it. And then we'd have a big cornflake box.
Yeah.
And we'd have a big, we throw all our sweets in it every so often. And we call it, when we read it, we call celebration time. And we start singing celebration. And we open the cornflake box with all the sweets. Remember, yeah, but you know at Christmas.
What are you
You know at
that's just a
Christmas.
friggin' sweet.
You know at Christmas, you get a bag, a brown bag, with an apple and orange, tangerine, sweets and chocolates.
Yeah.
And we'd all be left in our room where we were sleeping.
Yeah.
She'd get up during the night. We were asleep. She'd take the sweets what she liked out of our bag, put them in hers. And what she didn't like, she put them in ours. I went back to bed.
Oh,
And when she got up, she got all of these. Oh yeah, I'll be honest, that's true.
Crafty cow, isn't she,
Oh
baby?
no, you have to watch her.
she never done nothing wrong, you know.
I don't think you did do anything wrong as a
I
child,
never
Mary.
forgot.
No, she was a
She
good
takes all the
kid.
best sweets and everything.
I remember one day I knocked on the door.
Oh,
My man
no.
opened it. A big Irishman. I'm sick of your daughter on my garage. And my ma shouted, Nora, get out here. And I goes out. And the Irishman looked at me. And he looked at me ma and he went, that's not her.
Yeah.
Got blonde hair. It was there.
You've got blonde hair.
No, we're talking about when we were kids. My
Yeah,
black
hair.
dog.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you did, didn't you?
Yeah.
And when he seen me, he said, it's not her. He said, it's the blonde girl. Was there. Always on the Irish fella's garage. I don't know where it was.
It was on the shed, and on the, you jump from shed to shed and roof to roof.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
but
you're
he
a
was
kid.
fed up with you.
I wouldn't do
Anyway.
it now then. bloody
No,
hell.
but I'm saying
Oh,
he
maybe.
was fed up with you.
That was what we were going to do tomorrow night.
Oh, but no, I wouldn't. You jump straight from there over to the next toilet, wouldn't you? On the shelf in the backyard. I wouldn't. And all the big cats there, I wouldn't do that now. Be too frightened, wouldn't it?
Do you remember the day when you learned how to ride a bicycle?
Oh God, yeah, I loved it when I first learned how to ride a
Oh,
bike.
did you?
Oh yeah. I used to run the girls off the street.
Rose McQuaid had a bike.
A bike, yeah.
Yeah.
I roller skates.
I remember one day I borrowed it And Margaret O'Keefe said, let's have a go of it. And I said, round the block, Margaret, and then I'll go. She went round the block, and when she come to me, she went round the block again. And she was ready to go round the block again, and I knocked her off the bike. And what was she like, Margaret O'Keefe?
But I remember our Frank making the bike, remember him?
Oh, you know, rubber.
Oh, no, you are Frank
And
making
all
the
you could
bike.
hear was
It didn't have no
rubber.
tire on them. And I was like, well, all the rest
used to make their own bikes, or the steering carts, you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But there was a fellow that lived in the street, but Robert's shoes. Oh, he was
I
wild.
was terrified.
Oh, we saw him when he was on this
terrified
steering.
of him.
He's charged at you. You'd be climbing someone's windowsill to get away from him. Oh, what was it?
Was he deaf and dumb?
No, that was Dave Tiggy Bennett's house of Creelog.
Oh, she was
I
terrified
was
of him.
terrified of him.
'Cause
I
he
used
was
to
deaf
say when
and
I go
dumb.
like that. I was running around the back of the rear of the house. Oh, I was terrified of him. Because he couldn't talk. I was
Yeah.
thinking about now, it's ridiculous, isn't it?
I know.
Yeah.
But when you're a kid, it frightens you.
Yeah.
But as I say, this Robert Shoes, he was one little
Yeah.
bastard.
Oh, he was. The steering car, and he'd be laughing and saying like while he was
Oh,
doing
was
it.
he?
And he'd be up someone's windowsill. And then,
Yeah, you
What's
always get
that?
one of them everywhere, don't you?
I think everyone has hypnosis though. He did, honestly.
Did you like to read books as a child?
What?
Did you like to read books?
Yeah,
I wasn't in love with a book.
I should always read Enid Blyton.
Did you?
Yeah.
No, I wasn't in love with a book. I like comics to that.
And we
Oh,
should,
did you?
remember we
Yeah,
should
I
get the
like-
Dandy and the Beano
I
out
prefer
of-
comics and Dandy and the Beano.
Yeah, we used to get us out of the shop at the shop.
Do it.
Remember, what was the name of the shop? Next to Samples. Tom's name was.
Tom Folks.
Yeah, we used to get the Dandy and the Beano.
Yeah.
And then I joined the club for Christmas to get
Yeah.
the big book.
Yeah.
The Dandy and the Beano.
The ambulance.
I'm sorry, I never kept them.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because they're worth a few bob now.
Yeah.
They could have been minted.
I
And
prefer
so
comics.
is the Dandy and the Beano, because it's been on Flogget and all them, and they're worth a few bob.
I'm not
Yeah.
only that. The Dandy and Beano now, I've often picked it up in shops years ago, a couple of years. And I looked, and they're all different names. You know,
Yeah.
Corky the Cat,
Yeah.
Hungry Horace, and all that. Some of the names have all changed.
Oh, I
So
think.
that's taking that out of our Dandy and Beano. And
Yeah.
it's changed to your names.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
you see the difference.
Yeah, but I used to always read Enid Blyton books.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, she has good stories, but I like comics. To be honest, I used to go to the play centre and you get a big bundle of comics like that, and you just saw everyone in the school would be joining into the comics. I
Yeah.
used to bring them home from there, and one day they didn't turn up, and the teacher was looking for me. Because where's she gone with all the comics? It was one of those nights that I didn't go.
It was called the Play Centre, and it used to be there from
4
4
till
o'clock
6.
till 6.
Yeah.
And they used to have an Irish dancing.
Yeah.
We used to go to
It
the
was nice
Irish
here for
dancing.
anyone that's got children and they're doing work and they didn't get home till about 5 or 6
We'd all
o'clock.
go to this.
I think someone picked them up
Yeah.
for school.
And there was plenty, like a
Oh,
drawing
yeah,
room,
there was dancing.
football for the lads and dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was dancing for the girls. There was comics. There
Yeah.
was drawing.
Yeah.
And there was all kinds of things going on in
Yeah.
each class.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was lovely.
Oh.
But he had cut all that out now.
Yeah. All inside playing on the
Yeah,
games.
changed
Yeah.
all these computers.
Did you ever run away or hide from your parents after you had done something wrong?
Oh, when Mrs. Newton said she was going to put me on the hook in the shop.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Oh, I-
I never said that, sorry. Did she?
What for?
Must have been
Well,
in
no,
the
what it
album.
was, I went in there for something and can't think what it was. And she said, oh yeah, I'll put you on the hook now, you don't behave yourself, something like that. I went around the shop, frightened, told me, mum. I
Mark,
was
go
frightened,
into it.
and she got big pieces of meat hanging up on the shop.
Um,
Well, I was thinking about that, I was jump on there.
She come home from school one day.
Yeah.
I'm sure whether you were crying with your knuckles. Mrs. Whelan,
Oh, God,
the ruler,
Yeah.
And it was only at the top like a prefab.
Yeah.
And my ma done no more. Put her coat on and she marched up to the prefab. But she'd gone home, and it was on a Friday.
Yeah.
She'd gone home.
My mum didn't knock on the door, she just opened the door.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
she
she'd
wasn't
gone
lucky.
home, Mrs. Wheeler. It was a Friday.
I know she's a little woman, Laura.
I know, yeah. But I don't know what happened after that.
Yeah.
But
Did you ever get into a physical fight with another child?
Oh yeah, I had a fight with a Duke.
well, Mary
Well, I
Maguire.
got the best of her.
Oh,
And
did
she
you?
didn't like it.
Well.
Went home and told her mama.
What was that one?
And with his Duke,
Yeah,
I got the best of the fight with her.
yeah.
And she went home and told her mother. I never told my mum. So you know what I mean? I was like going up to the school.
Then I got Mary Maguire one day and knocked shaker. And I remember Sheila Crompton? Me and her fought like cat and dog at the back of Roberts's, you know, the
Yeah, but when you fight with Maurice O'Keefe,
Oh yeah, I fought with her and all.
she was fight with.
But
I'm going to start calling you two the Lynch twins.
but Sheila Crompton, our John was there.
I
and
know,
Tommy
I know
Crompton.
we would fight with some. And our John was saying to you, go on, Sheila, get the best of her.
Yeah, I fought with her and all.
You banged Sheila Crompton.
Oh, I
Did I know?
And yeah, we used to go mates with Sheila because you know, overnight, we
Yeah.
lived next door to one another. She used to say, I'll knock on the wall, and I'd say, I'll knock back. And she'd go to her room when we'd go into bed. And then, do you remember? Yeah.
What was the worst injury you ever got as a child?
The worst what?
Injury? No broken bones or anything?
No, I got a fucking black eye though.
Oh,
Remember the black eye I got?
oh God, yeah.
What was that for?
For nothing.
Oh,
Frank.
yeah.
Mary, well,
Oh, no. Then I went to Wolverhampton.
Yeah,
Did
my
you
mum
see?
went to Wolverhampton to see her mother with our Kathleen.
And John and Frank were on the post, we were looking after us or something,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
And Frank was knocking shite out of me. You know why?
Go
He
on.
brought his mates in and I wouldn't make them tea.
Yeah.
And he freaking punched me and I had a black eye. My mum went mad. She come back, didn't she? Yeah.
Swiftly moving on.
Well,
What was the angriest you ever got as a child?
the angriest.
Yeah.
I don't know really.
No?
No.
Didn't get angry?
You
Oh,
did
the
get
other
angry,
thing
you
was,
can't
I
think
used to
about
get
it well.
Remember I used to hide my clothes with like
Yeah,
a
because
glove.
she used to sneak out.
And I used to say to her,
Go out the front door and let man know you're looking for someone. Just go out and see like who's passing in the street. And I'd do that and she'd sneak out. And you come back, and when I come back in, she'd gone. They made out like I was going to just open the door and close it.
yeah, because I was the same as I never
Or you go down to the lavatory, we used to call it the lavatory then.
Yeah.
The toilet in the backyard. She'd do the same thing. I had me look around, she'd sneak in the toilet. And when no one's looking, she'd sneak out the back door.
Yeah, I remember one time he hid me coat. Now my
Did he?
jaw wasn't like that. But I must have thought because he was the oldest, he was there, you know. Yeah.
You'd be in the back kitchen either getting a shave or something, wouldn't
Yeah.
you?
And
And he'd spot you, the way you go out. Sneaking out.
really quick. Open the door and I'll be in the lavatory. I'll be his home. And I say, Mary, quick, open that door. And I shoot out the door. Yeah.
What is your happiest memory from childhood?
I don't know, really. There was always loads going on, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We know Cat used to be taking photographs in the backyard of the street.
Well,
She'd be taking photos of
oh,
Kathleen.
yeah.
And it's when the whole family was together, they were happy moments then.
Yeah.
And I also remember me and her being in the back kitchen, either washing or drying the dishes by candlelight.
Yeah.
And my dad would be sitting on the chair by the fire, reading the paper. I don't know what my mum was doing. Must have been in the parlour watching the telly. And I used to say, Dad, go and have a sing song. Who's the best singer? And I'd sing first. And then Mary would sing. And I'd say, Dad, who's the best singer? I think it was number 1. She used to say, go away, you sight. You knew it was there. And that's the other one we used to sing to him. I am.
Oh, I'm a little Dutch girl, I'm a little Dutch boy.
I am a little Dutch girl, a Dutch girl,
A Dutch girl, I am a little Dutch girl from over the sea. I go away, I hate you, I hate
go
I
away, I
hate
hate you.
Oh, go away, I hate you from over the sea.
But we used to sit and watch it. Yeah.
I want another song she used to sing, past Taft. I will wish I lived in Malonky till I'm up to the lake where I was alone. A little Malonky lifts me up on my little lips as I lie, till I feel low.
I will lift I little lift in full of monkey till around the place where I was alone. A full little monkey could lift me up on my little lips and still let good lie till alone. I taught that to Stephen and Michael.
Yeah.
And I think Ashley and Karen.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I don't remember that one.
Now,
I get it from school, wasn't it? That's all you like.
Michael only
A
a
couple of
couple
months
of
ago.
months back said to me, hey Mum, do you remember that song?
Yeah.
And I said, yeah. And I said, you still remember that? He went, yeah. Yeah. And Ashley knew all,
The words, is it?
well,
You know all the words, actually.
yeah. And what was the other one? You Are My Sunshine.
I remember that one, yeah.
What was the one Karen used to always sing after all these years?
Yeah.
Used to sing all that. It was all
She
right.
died, that girl, didn't she?
Oh,
Past
Patty
Taft,
Taft,
that
yeah.
song now.
Yeah.
I
It's an
can't
unusual
remember who
song,
else.
and the words.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember who else said used to sing that. I don't know what it means. You know.
What was the other song? Oh, God, what was it? Oh, Mr. Forshaw.
Oh, fucking hell. Do you know what? There was this club on
Who was
Evan
it?
Valley,
Yeah.
and it was like a Protestant club,
Oh,
missionary.
was soldier,
Hang
round
on.
up on a ready steady, past the wind along, heart with
Hang
fall
on.
was rally.
We will tell you this anyway. We used to go to the
Oh, I know.
Sunday school meeting, and
No, she's gonna say.
I was going in this day, and I looked in this room, and there was loads of lemonade bottles.
Yeah.
So I said to Rose McQuaid,
Yeah, I
there's
know.
a few of us. So
Mark's O'Keefe was with you,
Oh
remember?
yeah,
Mark's
Mark's
O'Keefe.
O'Keefe, Rose McQuaid. And I said,
This is Donna Nichols. And there's a place of stairs I've got to go down at the minute.
And I said to this Rose McQuaid, Rose, go to the bottom of the stairs,
There was a place of stairs.
put the lights off, and you man, I don't know whether you did, get a few bottles.
And Mr. Forshaw,
And
that
I
one that
put a
round
couple
place.
down my nipples, and some of the smarters in through, and Rose McQuaid, and all the lights out. And I'm walking across like that, all fucking balls in my nipples.
Oh, it's got a penny on the
The
top.
lights went on, with all these bottles, and Mark's O'Keefe, and the man calls up. Oh,
You got money
remember?
on them, did you?
Oh God, well laughing was on. He called us for everything and then he forgave us through that time. And he used to, this day, oh that's right, remember Jimmy?
Oh, Jimmy Crompton.
Jimmy
And he
Crompton,
said
he
to
lived
him,
next
yeah,
door
he
to
said,
us.
and he said to him,
And we were in the chair,
You sing all these songs, I wasn't our religion.
No,
Their
and
religion.
he was preaching like this,
Yeah.
and he punches his finger at this Jimmy Crompton. He said, "You out.
Yeah.
You remind
frightened
me of
or not?
someone." No, he said, "You remind me of someone."
Yeah, but he frightened him.
Well,
He frightened him at the same time.
yeah. He said, "Out." And Jimmy stood up. He said, "I haven't done nothing." He said, "Out." And the poor lad never done nothing.
And yeah, he died young, that lad, Jimmy
Yeah.
Crompton, didn't
Did
he?
he?
Yeah.
He was only young in his
We
20s.
used to go home one day, we went. I didn't know, and it was Harvest Festival.
Yeah.
And all the veg was all on the front on the thing. And we were all singing, "Onward, Christian soldier, oh, rally round the
And
banner.
then, ready, steady, pass the word along. Onward, forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All like, you know, all that. But we used to go, and I said to her, see that cauliflower, I want to get it from my mum. Big cauliflower, and she's the one like that. She said, "What can I get?" I said, "I don't know, you get something." We didn't know, we thought it was all getting shared out. It was all going to the hospital.
And
It
you
was
wrote it?
It was Harvest Festival.
And what they called him, we thought it was for us.
Yeah, because I was saying, "Mary, I'm going to get that big collie for me, mum." Didn't.
We do it anyway.
We never think back, we had some crack. You know, when we were kids,
Yeah.
honestly.
What was the one thing that you were always most scared of as a child?
The news.
That's because you were full of nits.
As well.
But my nan said the nit nurse.
Oh, she was. And I think anyone was him on the stores, didn't
They
you?
all were, yeah.
You'd be playing in the playground, you'd be laughing with all your mates, and that's when you look at people's faces. And that smile was off the
Yes,
face.
Signora.
Because this was walking through the school to go in to check people's hair.
Yeah. I just scratched
It
your
was
head.
horrible, that was a horrible
Yeah.
feeling, wasn't it? When you saw hair around.
I remember one day my mum said, "Come here, you." And she cut my hair, and it was up there, and down there. She was standing there. "Oh, Mummy, don't cut my lovely hair. Don't cut my lovely hair, Mummy." And fucking Mummy never cut her lovely hair. But honestly, and I went to school with my beret on. I
Yeah.
was sitting in the class with my beret on. And I remember Miss Phoenix
Yeah.
was like that. "Nora, take your hat off." And I went like, all the kids came round to look at my hat. And I just went like that. She said, "Take your hat off." And
Yeah.
I went. I was ready to burst out crying, and she said, "Come down here." I said, "Please, miss, I can't take my hat off." So she said, "Why?" I said, "Because my mother cut me hair, it's too short on one side." She took my hat off, but you know, the beret. And she said, "There's nothing wrong with your hair." I knew there was. And she said, "No, leave it off."
Yeah.
And all the kids were looking, but no one said nothing.
Mm.
Anyway, as soon as I went out to play, I took the hat on.
Yeah.
And then when our Kathleen come on, I think Kathleen was working, wasn't she, in Woolies? Remember?
Who?
Oh, Kathleen was working in Woolies.
Oh, I know,
On
yeah.
Silver Street.
Yeah.
And she cut her for me, straightened the door out for me.
Did she?
But she wouldn't get hers cut. Yeah. But when I think back, you know, the things that
I think it was all kind of that way when she worked in Woolies. Someone would come in for, it was like selling, you used to have to go to the girl on the counter and she'd save you.
Yeah.
Well, that changed, didn't it? In Woolies, you had the,
oh yeah.
and yet you could pick your own and just give it to the girl, she'd take it for
Yeah.
you. And this particular woman, she must have bought like wire or something, and our Kathleen wrapped it, give it to her. And then later on, the woman come back, she that's the wrong wire, but she never went to our Kathleen, she went to someone else.
Yeah.
And our Kathleen get well given over the odds of what she should have been asking for. And you know what I mean? That gets people into trouble, doesn't it?
Yeah.
In Woolies, that was. Although I don't think like she really got, you know, stopped for it, but she
Yeah.
could have done, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you know, she said there was like a big family of us.
Yeah.
You know, we
Yeah.
were there.
But it was the
Shut
same in McQuaid.
Well,
There was 6 lads there and 4 girls. Same in Flanagan's.
yeah, we were
There
big
was
families.
six girls, 6 lads and 4 girls.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and as I say,
And the
everyone-
Robinsons, there was 11 of them.
The what?
The Robinsons,
The Robinsons.
there was 11 of them.
Do you mean Mo Robbo?
No Robbo, yeah. Because his daughter, going back a couple of years ago, after Mo died, when he got thingies in Turkey, he what's her name? She was seen in the paper. She wanted to know whereabouts, what happened to him when he was younger and what group he was in and who he played for, and one thing and another. And as I say, I always remember us saying to our John that her mother had 11 children. Mrs. Robinson. Now, Irene Robinson died just round about Annie Flanagan's time.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, they only died, I say, a couple of months within each other.
Well, how old was she?
Annie Flanagan was, she's 3 months older than me. And Irene Robinson's round about the same
I
age.
remember she used to work in the bag warehouse next to the BA.
Irene Robinson?
Yeah,
No,
she
didn't
worked with
know that.
Margaret Franklin and Margaret O'Keefe, because
I didn't
when I
know Margaret
worked-
O'Keefe worked in the baggy.
she did, because when I worked in the BA, when I'd come out the BA, I'd go along and meet them. Margaret O'Keefe, Margaret Flanagan.
Didn't know Margaret Franklin did neither.
Yeah, and Irene Robinson.
I didn't know Irene Robinson. She didn't look that tight, did she?
She did, she worked in
Did
the
she?
buggy. Yeah, I remember them coming out, because I used to say, I used to think of the buggy. I must have stunk of tobacco.
Well,
Yeah.
I thought John said, Mrs. Robinson died 57, and so did her husband. They both died like young. And our John said, I thought you were like a strong, hefty man, which he did.
I can't remember them.
He looked like Bert Lancaster to look at.
I
Yeah.
can't remember
And
them.
that's how John said, he was like a big hefty man, I wouldn't think he'd die young. You know what I mean?
What's the next question?
That concludes the first interview. It's getting late.
What time?
So it's 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock, is
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, you better go, Mazel, kill us.
You what? What's he say?
It's your bedtime.
I said, you better go, Mazel, kill us. Oh, fuck now. Better tell her we were in Hannah Hart's house.